Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is take two of this because the article I read on this had the draft year wrong. So I had to delete the one video I did, and I'm doing it again. The Minnesota Wild have made a nice little trade, a trade that I think is a home run for them. I love this trade for them. But I think both teams did pretty well, and I had heard about this potentially happening a couple weeks ago, and it finally has happened. The Minnesota Wild have acquired David Jiricek from the Columbus Blue Jackets, he was a sixth overall draft pick in 2022. The article I was reading, oddly enough, on the Minnesota Wild's page said he was a sixth overall pick in 2020. So yeah, they got that wrong. So I had to redo that. He was the sixth overall pick in 2022. He's a very young defenseman who just, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just wasn't working in Columbus. I don't know if that's Columbus not doing their job or what they're doing. But I mean, he was a former sixth overall draft pick. I don't know how you don't. I don't know how you don't know how to develop a young kid like that. But the Minnesota Wild, they acquire him along with a fifth round draft pick in 2025, going to Columbus. And this is why I think Columbus did all right here, as well as Minnesota. I think both sides will come out decent, I think. Going to Columbus is defenseman Damon Hunt, who I looked him up. He was drafted in 2020. He was a 65th overall pick in 2020. He goes to Columbus along with a top 5 protected first round pick in 2025 from Minnesota. Meaning that, if I mean, I don't see Minnesota drafting in the top 5 of the draft this year, especially with the start that they've been on. So Columbus gets the first round top 5 protected pick in 2025, a third round pick in 2026, which previously belonged to Colorado before they got that pick before Minnesota got that pick from Colorado, and now that pick goes to Columbus, and a second round pick in 2027. I do like what both teams did here. The big player here, though, is Jiricek. I think David Jiricek, it wasn't working for him in Columbus. For whatever reason, Columbus, I mean, they had him buried in the AHL, and I think he's gonna do well here. I think he's gonna do well here in Minnesota. You've got a couple of good, you could pair. I mean, there's a couple of really good defensemen you could pair him with. I mean, imagine that. Imagine putting on the blue line on one side you got David Jiricek, on the other side you got Brock Faber. Really? Is that even fair? Or you got Jiricek and Spurgeon. Again, is that fair? It's insane. I mean, just an incredible deal. I think a great deal for Minnesota. Like I said, I think Columbus is going to do all right in this deal too. But not very often do you get a young 21-year-old prospect defenseman who, yes, defensemen take a little bit longer to mature, but he was drafted sixth overall. That tells you something in my book, that this kid I think is gonna be a pretty good player. And I think you've got the veteran leadership there on the defenseman, and Spurgeon, who of course is the captain. You got Brock Faber. I think Jiricek is going to do well here, and I think, to me personally, it's a home run for Minnesota. I really like the deal for the Wild, and I would love to know what you guys think. Do you guys think the Wild made out well here? Do you like what Columbus got back? Do you think this is a decent deal on both sides, or do you like it one way or the other? To me, y'all know who I think got the better of the deal, and that, of course, is Minnesota. and I think it's going to be great. I think David Jiricek is going to look pretty good the first time he dons this bad boy. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. It would also be greatly appreciated if you would hit that subscribe button. And if you want to share this video or any other video from the channel, go right ahead with friends, family, whoever. That would be absolutely incredible. And again, who do you think got the better end of the deal? Do you like what both teams did? Or do you like it one way or the other? Like I said, for me, I think Minnesota did really well here. And I think David Jiricek, I think here in Minnesota, I think he'll be just fine. So let me know what you guys think. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys later.